it play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Quirk here from MiniWargaming.com, and welcome to another Horus Heresy Battle Report. We're going to be playing Solar Auxilia with Salamander allies versus Alpha Legion with some Iron Warriors inside of it because of your Rite of War. So we're both using mixed legions, me with allies, you with your special Rite of War. We did a really long pregame show, at least 20 minutes long, where we really went into depth because this is my first time playing the Solar Auxilia, so I don't want to do that again because I don't want to make this battle report 20 minutes longer. So there will be a link in the video description. It's totally free, no vault membership, no registration required. It's just a separate video, so link below to go and watch that right now. And we are going to be playing a mission from Book 6, Retribution, is that what it's called?
Dominion.
No, the name of the book.
Oh, yeah, Retribution is the name of the book.
The name of the book is Retribution, and the name of the mission is Dominion. We've yet to roll for our deployment type, placing objectives and all of that, but we will go over that in just a second. Let's take a quick look at the armies and the scenario. Here's my 2,000 points of Solar Auxilia allied with Salamanders. Once again, full details in the pregame show, the link below. And Quirk's Alpha Legion with some Iron Warriors. These are not allies, they're actually brought in because of his Rite of War. We talk about that in the pregame show at the link below. Once again, the name of the scenario is Dominion. The way this works, after we determine deployment types, which ended up being Hammer and Anvil, we place 5 objectives. The only thing it says is that it has to be outside the deployment zone and it has to be 6 inches away from the table edge. But we added on an extra provision of 6 inches away from each other as well because I didn't want to see like 3 grouped together. It would just look weird and I don't like the way that would play. And we did a roll off. Quirk got to place 3 of them and I placed 2. And we ended up with 1 right here, right there, and then 3 over here. You can see the shiny white counters. Now you actually gain at the start of each of your turns 1 victory point for every objective that you hold. Now remember, only troop choices and veterans and terminators are scoring, and they cannot score when they're inside of their vehicles. So it's very important for you to get the right people next to them, and you'll notice most of these are out in the open, which makes them very dangerous to get. But you get to keep those points, and so you can accumulate those points throughout the game. Slay the Warlord is worth D3 victory points. My Strategos, right here, unfortunately the only Warlord trait that he rolled was that I choose 1 piece of terrain in the enemy's deployment zone and it gets -1 cover, and I get to do that after deployment, so I'll be doing that in just a moment. It's not the one I wanted the one that gave everybody Shrouded. Thankfully we did roll that there is night fighting, which gives all my guys stealth, and you can see this Aegis defense line giving most of my army a 3+ cover save right off the bat, which is going to make it so first turn there's not going to be very many casualties on the Solar Auxilia side. But that's not what Quirk is worried about. What Quirk is worried about is sitting right there. My Malcador Infernus tank. I gave it Scout and Move Through Cover from the tank commander. I deployed it right here. Scout Move is a redeploy, so I don't have to worry about pivoting and stuff. So I redeployed it right here. The nice thing about right here is that his Sicaran, which he had to deploy first because he won the roll-off for who goes first, and he won that because of his ability to add 1. Because the first roll you actually lost by 1, but your +1 then tied it. We re-rolled and you won. But that Sicaran has the weapon, the Neutron Beam Laser, or whatever it's called, that if he penetrates a vehicle, it has a Snapfire, which essentially would shut down the Flamer weapon for a turn. And so I put it and redeployed it right here. And what this does is he can't see the side armor, but that's the arc that he's in. This thing has an incredibly narrow front arc. Like, just look how small that is. And so there's no way he's going to get into the front arc with the Sicaran anytime soon. And so that means when he fires, because he's firing at the side arc, but he can only see the front arc, he has to go by the armor of the front, but I get +1 to my cover save. Building provides a 4+. I've got stealth from night fighting, so it'll give me a 2-up cover in total. I'm just really hoping I either seize the initiative, and I get to move up and shoot at some guys, or that the 2-up cover either deters Quirk from firing at me at all, or just obviously makes it so it's very difficult for him to get through. Really, I'm nervous about it, mainly not because I want the Infernus to last the whole game, but I just want to fire it 1 time. Just 1 time.
I have 1 goal, and that's don't let that fire.
It's like the triple Vindicator in the Space Marine Army in 40k that can do the large 10-inch blast, ignore cover. I've only ever seen it fire once in a game, And that's because everybody does everything in their power to shut it down. Because you chose for your special rule Infiltrate. So all your guys except your jet bikes and Sakaran gained Infiltrate. And so you actually put a couple Rhinos with Tacticals in reserve to outflank.
Yep.
And then we have the infiltrating Land Raider with your Terminators inside. And they infiltrated up here. And that way they can try to... Basically choosing Infiltrate for all that allowed you to counter-deploy.
Which was nice.
Which even though you're going first. And so that really made it was nerve-wracking for me to choose because all I knew was these two things. Everything else was infiltrating. And so he put obviously he wants the missile launchers here ready to take on these vehicles. They're armor 13, 10 strength 8 shots from them. Should be able to shut them down. Maybe it takes him 2 rounds to do it, but it's still pretty good. And what's the range of his cosmic signum? It's only 6 inches,
6
right?
inches.
So he's...
You're
hoping this...
I'm hoping to drive up, get within range, and then give it that boost.
So he'll fire 2 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, and then ordnance strength 10. So you should be able to pull off 2 penetrating hits.
And just hope that you roll.
And
one.
hope that I roll at least 1-1. Because you don't even care about killing it, although you wouldn't complain if you rolled
No,
2
not at
6s and did 2 destroys, and then rolled 2 3s on the D3s and did 8 hull points and destroyed it. That would be great and kind of epic.
That'd be fantastic.
And the other tactical Marine squad infiltrated here, and Quirk made the decision of keeping them outside of the Rhino. Because if he has first turn, then he'll hold that objective. If they're inside the Rhino, they don't hold the objective. And it's at the start of your turns that you get the points for holding it. So he wants that instant point, which I can't get turn 1 because I have to move up to take them, and then I have to be there at the start of my next turn. So it's a bit of a risk. If I seize, it does somewhat expose them, but not a lot, because you can see there's a lot of line of sight being blocked, lots of cover. They have stealth. I don't have ignore cover on anything except like flamers, and the flamers aren't close enough to do anything this turn. So they should be okay. So I think it was a good move to do that. But you wisely kept your Terminators inside of the Land Raider, even though they could hold an objective, because if I seize, then they would all die from the Poison 2 plus AP2 pinning on top of that. So they could be pinned, which would just shut them down and ruin your life. And on top of that, I'd probably be able to cover them and the jet bikes and just do so much damage that it'd be hard for you to come back from that. So I think that's smart. It's funny how much you plan for seizing, even though it's only a 1 in 6 chance, because we've all had it happen to us
More than once.
enough times, and not 1 out of 6 times either.
No.
It seems to happen more often than that. And so I decided to split up my tarantulas to a group of 1 and a group of 2, and then my rapiers I decided to make 3. It does make it easier for him to gain the attrition bonus, but I just like the idea of having a little more versatility. Put my command squad back here. So I have a command tank there that lets everything within 24 inches reroll. This troop thing allows any solar auxilia to ignore casualties for morale tests. So it gives them stubborn in close combat, essentially, unless there's something else doing it. They still have to do a 25% morale check, although they have their own troop Vixilla that allows them to regroup at full leadership, even if they're at less than 25% strength. So, and then we got a Nuncio box here. We got Nuncio boxes in here to help with the Strategos, 1 use only, unlimited range, strength 9 AP2, ordnance barrage, large blast, orbital strike. So that's not too atypical. It sounds powerful, and it is, but at the same time, there's not a lot on the field, so it could easily miss. And really, it's just going to be like 1 hit on something, so I find that they usually end up not being that effective. The one from the Master of the Legion is nicer because it does D3, and so you could end up having 3 of those land and really decimate a unit. And then I got my Rhinos over here, big squads of the Riflemen, and a Magnum Elta Predator in the middle. And now, for the most tense moment of the entire game, second only to when you start firing at my Infernus. Do I seize the initiative? On a 6, I see. Are you okay?
I'm sweating a little bit.
Are you sweating a little bit?
I'm a little nervous.
All right. I know that this is very unlikely, so I'm just going to choose not to use it as part of my strategy and assume you're going first. 5. Woo! Okay. And that was a good roll. You saw that rolling. There was nothing there being decided. In fact, if I made it decide, I'd want a 6. That means we're going into Alpha Legion. Turn 1. Right off the bat, you get a point.
Yay!
You want to embark into the Rhino then?
Yes, I do. Everybody get out of dodge.
Hide! I can't believe they all fit in there. Look at the size of their bases.
Then the battle tank destroyer. Gonna move to here. and this rhino is going to pivot and actually get in the way.
It's going to go flat. You mean it's going to go cruising speed?
Yeah, cruising speed to right here, and I'm just going to use this as kind of like a deterrent to give me some sort of cover against any melta shots on my tank destroyer. Jet bikes are going to just move right up to here.
Right up there, sir.
Get right into position so that they can try and charge your...
Now, Quirk is aware, because I've pointed out a few times, this does get to Overwatch
It's
because
scary.
of the Exilia Tank Commander, which is really, really nasty. Unless you manage to penetrate it with the Sakaran, in which case it'll be snap firing, and then it can't fire the template weapon.
I'm really hoping that happens. Then the Iron Warriors are going to move right to here. And I'm going to math hammer something really quick before I get them out.
So you're not disembarking?
I'm not going to disembark. The reason being, right now I've got them within charge range, and I'm really kind of banking on my tank destroyer getting at least one penetrating hit to shut down your template weapon for a turn.
Yeah. We're not sure if that stops Overwatch. We'll look it up.
Yep.
Because I know that if you're pinned, you can't Overwatch, period. But there's not very many things that make a unit snap fire. And so I don't know how much has come up. But
the thing is, right now, it's not the charge, the Overwatch that I'm worried about. It's you being able to fire next turn. So if my if this fails and my Terminators are out in the open, they're as good
they're
as
dead. Yeah.
So
I will toast your jet bikes and all your Terminators.
yeah, and that's not something I want to do.
No.
So I'm going to leave them inside the Land Raider for now.
Okay.
Start of the shooting phase, and Dynet is going to give the tank destroyer +1 to its ballistic skill. He's going to forfeit his shooting to do it.
So ballistic skill 5. Hitting on 2s. Okay, both hit so far.
Okay.
So why don't you roll the first pen? It's armor 13. You're going against the front armor, so you need to get 2 dice taking the highest.
There's
Pen,
one
and
pen.
pen. Oh, I saw the 3 first.
Okay.
So I got 2 up cover. Now you're not, unless I fail both these 2 up covers, you're not blowing me up because I'm a super heavy. But if I fail one of these 2+ covers,
Roll one.
I will then be snap firing. This is moving them around. Ah! Oh! Sorry. Not sorry.
No. Both the last cannons on the Land Raider are going to fire at the Drakison. Hitting on 3s. There's 2 hits.
No twin link required, so you need 4s to glance against this front armor of 13.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And this guy right here is going to pop smoke, so he gets some sort of a cover save. Actually, improving the cover save from night fighting.
Yes, 4 up cover. We forgot about your machine spear back here.
Yeah, so I'm going to machine spirit the heavy bolter and fire at the tarantula. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Hey.
And it's toughness 6. So you're
rolling
going
on
to 5s. 3 wounds.
Woo!
It's got 2 wounds and a 3+ save. 1 wound. Down to 1 wound. Assault phase.
Totally going to assault the I don't want to do this. I'm going to die.
Overwatch. It's a D3.
1 1 1 1 1.
Poison 2+, AP 2.
1 1 1 1 1.
Oh no! No point in you jinking. Because this is flavor. So poison 2+ AP 2. Oh no. No. Okay.
Oh, that's no bueno.
So it's funny because right after I didn't seize the initiative, I realized I thought I made a mistake by putting this here, because if I had kept it back there, your Sakaran wouldn't even be in range. For some reason I thought it had like a 72-inch range.
Nope.
So I was really worried. I'm like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. But then if I hadn't have, then I wouldn't have killed 3 jet bikes right now. And on top of that, your Terminators could have got out, and if it was sitting right here, I'd only had a 6 up cover, and they would have put 10 strength 8 shots into it, and could have crippled it. It does have 6 hull points. But I think this ended up being the better. I know. I just by hindsight, this was the better choice. So that is pretty nasty. So you're out of range for a charge. You did take 25% casualties in the assault phase. Your leadership is 9. Oh no! They're falling back 36 inches. Oh no. Oh. See, I just wanted to fire it. I didn't ask you to give up an entire unit in your turn. Now I won't be able to snipe it with my flamer though.
Haha. Tactical retreat. Run out of range.
It's pretty bad when you feel bad for your opponent more than you feel happy that you're winning. End of Alpha Legion, turn 1. Unable to do any damage to anything except the Tarantula. Heavy Bolter is a star of your turn 1.
Yeah.
You did get a point, though, for holding that objective. This thing has pop smoke, so it's providing itself a 4-up cover thanks to night fighting, and this one a 4-up cover thanks to shooting through something. That could make a big difference because you don't want to lose that first turn. I don't have a lot to retaliate with until you get out of your vehicle, so I don't imagine I'm going to be doing tons of damage back, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So we go into Salamanders, turn 1. Sorry, I meant Solar Auxilia with Salamanders, turn 1. This big thing is interesting maneuver. He's going to move up 6. Then we are going to pivot him on the spot, which really pulls it back. And then he's going to move up 6 more inches because he's a super heavy baby. And then he's going to pivot on the spot right there and end up like this. And then the armored transport is going to pivot, move, pivot. These things are so long. Move, pivot, and then move up to here. That should be less than 6 inches total. Yes, that's fine. And then we are going to disembark the squad to grab this objective. The Predator with Magna Melt is going through difficult terrain. We're good. Can't get into Melta range, so it's just going to get somewhere where it'll have cover. Rhino with Veterans is going to move through cover. It is also fine. And it is going to go cruising speed. Rhino with the tacticals is also fine. I think I'm going to disembark these guys to get to the objective. And they're going to move up and grab this objective. It is theirs. You cannot have it.
I'm gonna take it.
You're going to take it?
I'm gonna take it.
All right. And this squad of the last rifle, Auxilia last rifle section, is just going to advance to hold the line. Let's do some difficult terrain for these guys, although I might move the rapier first. I'm going to leave it where it is. They might be able to fire at something. So difficult terrain for these guys, 5 inches. They're going to start moving forward through the ruins. Shooting phase, we are going to flat out pass the tank trap, obviously. Turn 2, turn 1. That should expose. I'm going to do a quad multi-laser from this rapier battery. It's going to get some cover from this building and firing at that rhino. Hitting on 4s, twin linked. Ooh, 6 hits.
Gross.
Strength 6 versus side armor of 11, so 5's to glance. We got a glance and a pen.
3 up thanks to night fighting, so the glance goes through, and the pen.
Oh, it goes through.
No.
Result is just shaken.
Bring it down to 1. No.
I have Machine Spirit on the Predator, so he has power of the Machine Spirit, so I'll use that to fire his Magna Melta, even though he moved at cruising speed. And it's 18-inch range. I'm going to target the Rhino. I'm going to put it on the center has to be on. I'll put it on the edge of the Rhino. That way, if it scatters this way, I get something. If it scatters this way, I have more chance of hitting the Rhino as well. And the scatter distance is right on, so I just hit the Rhino. Not in Melta range, so strength 8 versus armor 11. Oh,
Woo!
nothing. One of the last cannons from this battery can see the Rhino. I really should have moved this Rhino behind this building to get out of everybody's way. He's gotten in the way of a rapier battery and a last cannon now, which is kind of sucky. And so this last cannon will fire automated fire at the Rhino. Hitting on 4 is twin linked. Got it. Strength 9, so 2's to glance. 1 glance.
4 up cover. We're good.
Demolisher cannon from the Dracusan transport into the Land Raider. And we get it. Strength 10 ordnance against armor 14. That's a pen.
6 up cover from night fighting.
Oh no!
Yes.
The big weapon here is going to... Actually, you know what? I could pop the Land Raider at the last cannon. This is a super heavy, so I can fire different targets. So I am actually going to fire the last cannon at the Land Raider first.
Okay.
He's using the tank commander stats, so ballistic skill 4, and he hits. 5's to glance. No. Now I'll use his Hellstorm, and I'm going to... It doesn't matter which one I target. I'm super heavy. I'm going to hit the jet bike, and what's his face? Dionys?
Dionet.
Want a jink?
No.
Poison 2+. He's dead.
Yep. Wah, wah, wah.
And Dionet, 2's to wound. And do you have a invulnerable?
I don't think so. So he does have an Iron Halo, so a 4 up invuln. No, he's down to 3 wounds.
And we'll put a last cannon to him as well. I have a 3-up cover from this, but it would insta-kill him. 3s to hit. 2s to wound. Oh! Where's my preferred enemy? And a Sponson mounted multi-laser. Sorry, Pintle mounted multi-laser. 3s.
Ooh, preferred enemy would have been really good.
Yeah, no kidding. And 2s.
And 2 up. He's good.
Last cannon. We'll fire at the Land Raider.
Miss, 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 miss. Oh.
5s to glance. That's a glance.
6 up cover thanks to night fighting. Nope.
Down to 3 hull points. Tactical squad is going to run 5, but only 4 inches because they are salamanders. Because they are slow. Slow, I'd say. Running the last rifle group in the back, 6 inches. They are encouraged by the salamanders being in front of them. So they run out yelling. This group will run as well, not having any targets yet. 5. And that is going to run forward.
Leadership test for the guys inside for being shaken. And they're good.
End of my turn. Unfortunately, I didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for. I should have been able to pry open that rhino, but I made a tactical error by putting my rhino up front. And that made it 1 less last cannon and 1 less quad multi-laser. We saw one of them take off 2 of your hull points. The other one could have easily finished off that last one. But I didn't really plan ahead there as I moved the rhino up. I was just thinking about things that I wanted my veterans who can hold objectives up further up the table. But I think I should have saved that. I should have stuck them right here, and then after I fired, maybe flat out. And the next turn got up there. But mistakes were made, and that might allow for the fact that the jet bikes are all dead to not swing the game too far. Although they really didn't have that much firepower, but losing that unit that early is kind of sucky. Did take a hull point off the Land Raider. Could have been much worse if you didn't make that 6-up cover save against the Demolisher Cannon. And it could have been really bad for the guys inside there. If they got popped, there was a lot of firepower from them. There was an orbital bombardment ready to go. And maybe even the Flamer template could have nicked them. I don't know. I don't think they're in line of sight for that. But now you get a second chance to try to shut down my my big Flamer thing. Because until then, you're just going to be afraid to get out of your vehicles.
And you're just going to keep shooting melt at me.
That's right. Let's go into Alpha Legion, turn 2. Some reserves. You got 2 tactical squads, and you have.
My saboteur.
Want to do him first?
Yes.
3+. Good. Tactical. Why don't you just roll both tactical squads at the same time because they're identical.
They are.
No, no.
Nope.
It cost you. He's outflanking.
So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to pick.
So you choose. Do you know what side you want?
I do. I'm going to come in right here.
Now, when he comes on, he can select a single unit, and if it's a vehicle, it takes an automatic penetrating hit AP2.
Yep. Or if it's a unit, it's a D6 Strength 6 AP3 hits. And I'm going to opt to do 1 penetrating hit on your Demolisher.
AP2. At the very least, you can shake it. So you want anything but a 5, really,
Yeah.
because you don't want to immobilize me. 1, so you shake me.
Yeah.
So it didn't blow me up.
No,
but
that was like the worst thing.
But I can't fire my Demolisher cannon,
No.
so at least that helps. I should point out that it was +2 to that die roll, because you had AP2, but you also had a special roll on Dynet.
Dynet makes it so that if I'm in my enemy, if whoever's doing the action is in the opponent's deployment zone,
Which is borders right here.
then I get +1 to the vehicle damage chart, as well as an extra D3 inches to sweeping advances.
Hold on, I said he had 5 hull points, so he's down to 4 hull points.
The Scaran is going to just move right into here, and as it hits the terrain, make sure I don't get immobilized.
You're doing 2 because you have a Dozer Blade,
Yes.
so you get to re-roll it anyway, so you get to roll a double 1.
Then my Rhino here is actually going to pivot and back up 6 inches to here. The guys inside are going to get out. Getting out right there, I'm pretty positive I'm going to lose this squad from the Flamer, Giant, Melt and Blast. So my goal right now is just have them try and take out as many of these guys as they can. And Terminators are going to get out of the Land Raider. See if I can put them in a position to try and get rid of this annoying Flamer.
Yeah, no Demolisher cannon to worry about now. And between the Terminators and the Sikaran, you should be able to take it down. 2 strength 10 ordnance shots that I don't get cover against anymore. And then all those crack missiles against armor 12, and then chain fist, power fist to finish it off.
Yeah. And I'm gonna actually pivot because you're so long. I'm gonna be able to pivot this way and actually shoot at you with both the last cannons.
Yeah.
Starting off, I'm gonna have Dynet give +1 ballistic skill to the tank destroyer, and then it's gonna try and take out your. I keep forgetting the name of it.
Malkador Infernus.
That one. 2 shots, hitting on 2s.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good thing you got Dynet there. So your strength 10, you're needing 4s to pen.
Okay, so the
against the
first
front
one.
armor. So, oh, glance.
Oh, and the second one.
Oh, no. Oh, you got a pen. And I don't have cover against it. So that means I am affected by the shock pulse.
Okay.
And so I'll be snap firing automatically. And then penetrating result is not an explode, so I lose 2 hull points. 2 hull points because it's 1 glance, 1 pen, not because of that 1 shot. So I'm down to 4 out of 6 of my hull points.
And the one last cannon is going to try and take a shot there. Not firing due to ordnance. Nope. Next up, the lander is going to fire its 2 last cannons. One's going to be going into the front, the other one's going to be going to the side. So I'll start with the one shooting the front first. Looking for a 3 to hit. No.
Twin linked.
Yay!
4 is to glance.
That's a
Glance. No cover from that one. The one that fires at my side armor will be covered by the Terminator, so I'll get a 5-up cover save from that one.
And shooting with that one now, hitting on a 3. Twin linked. There we go.
And then 3 to glance, because it's armor 12.
That's a pen.
It is possible to blow it up with that. 5-up cover?
No.
Sorry.
Not when you make your cover saves.
Hey, you.
And Power of the Machine Spirit, the heavy bolter. I think I'm actually going to fire at the tarantula.
Tarantula again? Try to finish it off?
Yeah, get rid of it. Hitting on 3s. Oh,
Ooh.
okay. And looking for a 5. There we go.
3 up. Saved.
And the Terminators are going to fire their crack missiles into the...
Malkador.
So 10 missiles hitting on 3s.
Ooh,
Okay.
5 hits. Should be able to get it though. I've got 3 hull points left. You need 4s to glance. Oh no. 2 glances! I guess you're going in close. Yeah, it's 4s to glance. Oh, it's a pen, but the pen can't blow it up. So the pen is essentially the same as a glance.
And the Tactical Marines are going to fire into the Salamanders.
A rapid fire.
Rapid fire, 20 shots, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s.
Here's a few. 3 up armor. 3 die. Not quite as many casualties as you're probably hoping for.
No. Saboteur going to fire his plasma pistol into your prime.
Hopefully kill him. Are you ballistic skill just 4?
Yep. There's a hit.
2's to wound.
Come on, buddy. Yay!
Wound. I will look out, sir, because they don't have an invuln. 4 up. You got him. Ooh. So that's 1 less leadership for them. End of shooting. We do have a morale check on these guys. They took 30% casualties, and they made it. And they were within 24 inches of a command tank because it's still alive. They would have got to re-roll that anyways.
The Tyrant Siege Terminators are going to assault your...
Malkador! And this last cannon will overwatch. Ptoo! Snap firing! Nope.
And do I make the charge? Yes.
Yeah. You could have failed that, but this will put you as close as you possibly can to it for when it explodes.
Yay!
Because it gets +1 to the catastrophic chart, which means it only needs a 3+ to do the best explosion possible.
3 attacks with the Chain Fist, hitting on 3s. Oh. And...
You got it.
Nice.
So we don't have to worry about the results because it's a super heavy. You've brought it down to 0, so now we roll for it to explode. Let's just roll to see how catastrophic it is. Yep, it's the big one. So now we're going to scatter this from the center, which, you know what? Yeah, that works because you look at it. That's the center. So you want to hold on to that?
Got it.
Now, the middle is D, AP2, and we're using the 30k D rules, which is that's bad for infantry because you have to re-roll invulns. And then we've got strength 10 AP3 and strength 5 AP4. So scatter, if we want to see it go that way onto your Terminators or onto your Land Raider.
No, we don't.
Yeah! 2 inches. So that's 1, 2. So the D hits 3 of them. Strength 10 hits 1 and strength 5 hits 1. And then I get 2 strength 5 AP4 hits on these guys. But they get to reroll. Oh, never mind. I was going to say they get to reroll against Blast, but they only have 4 up armor. Why don't you start with my 2 guys? 2's to wound them, no saves. 2 die. Takes me off the objective, so there's at least that. 3 destroyer hits against your Terminators, so 2's to wound. And you get your 5-up invuln, but you have to reroll successful invulns against destroyer hits in 30k.
Doesn't even matter.
3 die. So the first 3 die? Oh no. This thing's doing more damage in death than it did in life. And then the Terminator being hit by strength 10, AP 3, so 2's to wound. And then we'll do the other one because you're going to get 2-up saves. 3's to wound, strength 5. So 1 more wound and you get your 2-up save. So no problem. Okay, good. And the Malkador goes down. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of what it did, but I think next time what I should do is just hide it in the back and use it once the game is really more underway. But you know what? It took out 3 Terminators, and it took out all your jet bikes, and it took a wound off of your Dynet, and it really did occupy a lot of your attention, so can't really complain. Really can't complain. End of assault phase, morale check. He lost more than 25%. Hey, you're sticking around. That's it for your turn. So
that was not worth it.
that was not worth. You fired pretty much everything into it, and really in the end, you realized that if Terminators could have just done it by themselves.
They could have, and then on top of that, it killed them.
It killed 3 of them. Yeah, 1 more hull point, and that explosion, assuming it went in the same direction, would not have wrecked all your Terminators. So, but that's the way that dice games work. So, end of your turn, came in, killed 3 of my tacticals, and killed my Malkador. You penetrated. You shook the Dracasin with your Saboteur. You took out my Prime and a couple of my other Storm guys, taking them off the objective, so I'm only going to get 1 point in this next turn, and that's important. So we're really going to have to push forward to start grabbing more objectives, and which I think I can do, but you do have 2 more squads still in reserve, and you still have a good amount of firepower, so this is far from... I'll try to be afraid of the other tactical squads, I promise. This is far from over, but let's see what happens as we go into Solar Exilia, turn 2. Start of my turn, I get 1 point for holding 1 objective, and that ties up the game 1-1. Going to just ram my way through these ruins. That's dangerous terrain, though, for him. It's fine. So just... as he comes out this side. 12 inches gets me there. My little pivot at the end, facing your Sicaran. This empty Rhino is going to move up to get a bead with his heavy flavor on this squad. Did go onto dangerous terrain. He's fine. This Rhino is going to turn and advance, and then I'm going to disembark the veterans. So I'm actually going to pivot it a little further over here. So they're going to disembark out this way. I've already measured. They're going to move out here, because what we're going to do is run to grab that objective, and hopefully this Rhino will have already been taken care of. Although I am taking a bit of a risk, exposing these guys, as well as not putting as much firepower into the Rhino as I would like. And the surviving tacticals will move up to grab that objective. So if I get any luck here, I'll have 4 of the 5 objectives after this turn. Difficult terrain on the Rifleman, 6 inches. And we're just going to sprint up as far as we can to take as much of the field and get as many guys into view and rapid fire range. Difficult terrain on this group, also 6 inches. And they are going to come around this corner to face off against those Terminators. Going to use my transport as a bit of a roadblock and drive him up here, staying an inch away from your Terminators. Volkite guys unfortunately lost their Prime. It would have been nice to have that Power Fist to get through your Artificer armor, but I might be able to get you with 7 guys firing 2 strength 5 shots each. Shooting phase, put a heavy flamer into them, and we cover 8 of them. 8 strength 6 AP 4 shots because it is a Salamander heavy flamer. So 2's to wound.
It will be 4 wounds before you get to the Artificer armor, so rolling those together. 3 up armor save.
2 die.
Oh no. 2 more from the remaining.
Oh no!
2 up armor save. Artificer. He's good. Artificer?
Artificer, I think.
Okay.
4 die. Snapfire the Combi Bolter, because I did move at combat speed. I stayed 6 inches. And reroll, trying to hit 6s. Nothing. Rapid fire bolters into the rest of your guys. 14 shots on 3s.
Oh, look at all those 1s and 2s.
Yay. 4s. 5 wounds.
So there's going to be 3 guys before we hit the Artificer. Artificer. How do you say it?
Artificer.
Artificer. Okay, 3 up.
1 dies, and I
Okay.
have 2 more guys. You can roll both of them.
Yep.
2 die. The 2 tarantulas will fire at the rhino because it is the nearest vehicle. 4s to hit, twin linked. Oh! Rapier battery into the rhino, side armor. 4s, twin linked. That's a little better. 5 hit. We're looking at 5s to glance. 2 pens. You got
5 up cover because you're shooting through your own guys. Hey, I dodged one, but it doesn't matter.
And that wrecks it because I can't do any damage with the penetrating hit. 40 rapid fire shots from the riflemen into the remaining 4 guys. 40 shots hitting on 4s. Oh.
Look at all the 1s, 2s, and 3s.
That actually looks pretty bad. 13 out of 40 hits. That's below the expected of 20. Wounding on 5s. Dang it, only 3.
All 3 are on my Artificer
What is
armor.
that? What is that?
So
That's-
2
I
up.
don't think you're going to roll all at the same time.
Hooah! No. And huzzah.
Wow. And the other multi-laser will fire at the squad as well, hoping to do better. Leading on 4s, twin linked, thankfully. Oh, only 3. 2s, 3 wounds.
1 at a time again because of the Artificer armor. 2 up. 2 up. 2 up. Yes.
Veteran squad is going to run 2 inches, so actually only 1 inch. Thankfully, I was 4 inches away from that objective, but really I just wanted to get them out of the way of the Magna Melta. Now it'll fire and he won't get a cover save, but I'm not in Melta range still. Only targeting the lower level, so if it scatters onto Dianetta, it won't hurt him. And that's going off 5 inches. Now that's the size of the template, but you can see that I'm still going to hit it when I flip it. Strength 8 AP1 against armor 12. No cover saves, remember. That's just a glance. Down to 2. I'm going to put 7 Volkites into your Saboteur. 14 shots hitting on 3s. Oh, never mind. Wounding on 3s. We got 6 wounds.
6 2 up saves, rolling them 1 at a time.
No, roll the ball. Oh, he fails 1, so he immediately gets hit with another strength 5 because of the deflagrate special rule, wounding them on a 3. And you get 1 more 2 up save.
Oh, come
Does
on,
the
buddy.
deflagrate do something? Oh.
Oh, whew. Bringing him down to 1 wound.
Rapier battery into the... You know what? I'm going to hold on to him because I might actually fire him at the Saboteur. Let's start with the last cannon, which has to fire at your Land Raider. 4s, twin linked, nothing. And all of these guys into the Terminators. 32 shots hit on 4s, hopefully doing better than the other squad. That looks better. 5s to wound. Yeah, that's better. 4 wounds.
2 up, Terminator armor save.
Oh, one goes down. I'm happy with that. I will use the multi-laser to try to take out the Terminator. 6 shots on 4s, twin link didn't matter. And 2s, 5 wounds.
Again, 2 up, Terminator armor save. No 1s, no 1s.
Oh, he's
Oh,
dead.
first thing was a 1. Sorry, Steve.
This Rhino does have a pintle-mounted heavy flamer. It just looks like it's mounted forward. And I'm gonna hit 2 of this squad. 2s to wound, only 1 wound.
3 up, power armor save. He's good. Morale check for the tactical squad right here. Leadership 8.
Get them off the objective.
Nope.
They're fine. Into the assault phase, I'm gonna have the storm guys charge your Saboteur.
And he will overwatch with his plasma pistol on a 6. No.
Oh, gets hot! 2 up armor! Oh! And then they charge 7 inches. Closest first, and they're obviously in. Really depending on the fact that the cohort, the Vexilla, that's back in the command squad, it's in 24 inches, so they don't get a negative modifier for casualties. So they're essentially stubborn, but they're only leadership 8 because you killed my prime.
Starting off with my Saboteur, who is a Centurion. He has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Ooh,
I'll take it. And wounding on
3s as well.
Oh yeah, they're quite tough. Oh, only 1.
4 up void armor. Oh, you still got 1.
Yay!
I'll take this one. Then at initiative 3, they will pile in, and they have 3 attacks each on the charge because they have a close combat weapon, pistol, and a Volkite charger. I've got 18 attacks on 4s, wounded on 5s, 3 wounds.
2 up, Artificer save. Oh,
He's dead!
no!
He's dead! Hey, that works too. I was just hoping to tie him up, but killing him is also good. And now they will consolidate. Sorry, roll that far away. 2 inches. Just going to. Well, you know what? They could kind of go like this and prevent a bit of your outflanking.
No.
Sorry.
You're not.
Pretty good turn. I'm happy with it. I would have been even happier if this Melta had done more than just a glancing hit. But you know what? It was a 5+ to glance, so that was a bit of a long shot. So I should just be happy with taking a hull point off for future missions. It took a bit more to kill these guys than I had hoped. I'd hoped that they'd be totally wiped out, because now they're contesting this objective. At least I contest it from them, so they don't get the point. But if he's still there at the beginning of my turn, then he's contesting it from me as well. And that's one less point. But right now I am holding 3 of the objectives. It's not impossible for him to knock me off of some of them. But obviously I still have a lot of guys alive. There are 2 of your guys in reserve, so we could see a lot of tacticals enter the table. But other than that, you've lost your Terminators. Your Sicaran is damaged. Land Raiders is a little damaged. And this squad is almost down to nothing. Jet bikes are gone. So I'd say that the favor is definitely on the Solar Auxilia / Salamander side. But it is just turn 3. So things could swing. Let's just see what happens in Alpha Legion, turn 3. Two reserves. Can you do better this time? Technically, that is better. That's infinitely better.
Infinitely, yeah.
Because you went from 0 to 1.
Yep.
Outflank.
Outflank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to pick. Okay, coming in this side.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I think we're just gonna come in right here.
Do you want to disembark or stay inside?
I think I'm gonna have to disembark just so I can start shooting at them.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go here so I have room to put them in. They're all coming out.
Well, that'll be nice. Now I do have 4-up armor. I have to warn you of that. So I'm no this like Imperial Guard schmuck. I'm the elite. I get the 4-up armor.
I'm gonna have this squad actually stay put because the leader of the squad actually has Melta bombs. So what I'm gonna do is have him charge your Melta Predator,
Yeah.
and see if I can blow that up. The Land Raider is actually going to back up just a bit and pivot so that I can see. There we go. I can get both last cannons on your.
Dracasin.
That's the one. I can't even say that. I'm gonna opt not to move the Sicaran just because I wanted to put another shot into your Dracian.
Dracasin.
I was close. I was contemplating going after your Predator, but
Melta bomb should do it.
I-
Only rear
hopefully.
armor 10,
yeah.
so you should be able to get it.
Going right into the shooting phase, and Dynat is going to give this +1 ballistic skill.
Does it want to fire at the Dracasin?
Yes, it does. 2s. There's 2 hits.
Oh, good thing you've been given that +1. That's 3 out of 4 2s in the last 2 turns. So strength 10 versus the armor of 12.
So with ordnance, I get 2 dice. So the first one is a pen,
10.
and the second one is
Also
also a
10.
pen.
No cover, so they both get through. +2 to each of these dice rolls because it's AP1, and you blow it up.
And it blows up.
Just
1
missed
inch.
to nothing. It was close to hitting these, which would have been nice because you just got to kill 2 of them to get me off that objective. But you got a Land Raider ready to help with that.
Land Raider's gonna fire its heavy bolter first into these guys and try and get you off that objective. Hitting on 3s.
Twin linked, you need all 3 hits because you got to kill 3 of them.
There we go.
And you're wounding on 2s, don't roll a 1, and you'll get me off the objective. Oh no! So it kills this one, but he had to kill a second and a third. They do have 2 last cannons.
Yep. Gonna fire both the last cannons at that unit as well.
How much?
Yeah, I don't want you getting that objective.
3s to hit, twin linked.
Oh, don't miss. And it missed.
So only 1 hit. That
Wounding-
sucks.
Wounding on a
Can
2.
you at least kill one?
Oh, phew.
Well, you have to admit, these are huge lasers, and they're going after small targets, so cut the gunner a break, all right?
No. The tactical squad is going to fire their bolters rapid fire into your
Rifleman.
rifleman. 20 shots hitting on 3s.
A little below average.
3s to wound.
Oh,
That was better.
That makes up for it a bit. 4-up armor. So I lose 6 guys, which unfortunately is coming from the side that has my special characters. So 1, I lose my Vexilla. 2, 3, and my Nuncio Vox. 4, 5, and it actually gets to. Oh wait, no, I can choose. He's close to. So the next guy would be the leader, the sergeant.
And the combi bolter on top of the Rhino is also going to fire at your rifleman.
Unfortunately, the next one that they can see, you are in rapid fire range,
Oh,
is the Sergeant.
hitting on 3s.
Twin linked.
Oh.
One, and winning on 3s.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Gotta throw a crack grenade at your Predator. 3. Ooh,
Glance on a 5.
come on, buddy. Nope.
No. Lost 6 out of 20 here. So that would be 30% losses. So morale check, leadership 8. They're fine. Yep, because there was another squad from their same tertia within 12 inches, they could have rerolled 6s for that morale check.
Going on to the assault phase, gonna have the tactical marines here assault your Predator.
No overwatch from this guy. That's a 2-inch charge. They're difficult, but they make it because they only needed a 1-inch charge.
So 3 crack grenades hitting on 3s.
And then 4s to glance.
1 glance.
One glance. I don't have any saves against it, but you have a melt-a-bomb now from your sergeant.
Please don't miss. Hitting on a 3.
Oh! Oh, such bad luck. Oh no. Well, it's just a good thing you have Armored Ceramite on your Sicaran. And of your turn, you did damage to it. You are contesting that objective, so you're going to keep me off of that one. They did a lot of damage, killing 6 guys, but probably not as much as you would have liked to see. And so I still hold that objective, and that objective. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to gain 3 more points. So not looking good. Your reserve's taking this long to come on. It's really
hurting.
really penalizing you. Let's go into Solar Auxilia, turn 3. Currently holding 3 objective with my scoring unit, so that's 3 more points for me, bringing the score to 4-1. Storm guys going to advance this way, and then the last rifle section will move up to secure this objective. Oh, I got a difficult terrain roll. All right, 6 inches. As I was saying, they will move up to really secure this objective. So now these guys will turn around and get to rapid fire range of your Dianet guy. And they do have the sniper special rule and a mastercrafted plasma pistol on the Centurion. This Rhino's going to turn just to get his heavy flamer into play. Predator's going to try to move. Dangerous terrain. Yeah, let's just say it's in terrain. It's fine. Just to, I'm going to just stay within 6 inches because then I could fire normally and then machine spirit a heavy flamer onto you. Last rifle, Auxilia Tertio group will reposition to get the sergeant into better position and also just to kind of cover the objective because I want all of the objectives. This Rhino is in difficult terrain. Dozer blades.
Oh.
Whoop, that's way off
The table's auto 1.
That's an auto 1. 5. We're good. It's the first time I rolled a 1 for one of them. The Stratego, with his awesome telescopes, sees these guys and calls down by clicking on the typewriter. Cost of an orbital bombardment minus the
Approved.
amount of guys that are going to be killed. Cost to death ratio approved. Stamp. Orbital bombardment. I'm going to target this guy. It doesn't hit all of your guys, but it also hits your Rhino. Scatter. Direct hit. He's ballistic skill 4. So we hit 9 of your guys plus your Rhino. Strength 92 ordnance. 2s to wounds. 8 wounds. Take it from him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the guy back so we can see who's closest. 5. I'm assuming you want to keep your artificer armor for last.
Preferably.
6, 7, 8. Oh wait, no, we need 9. Sorry, artificer armor. You can look out, sir.
No, it was 8 because you rolled a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 1. You're right.
Trying to take more than you earned.
And the Rhino gets hit on, it would be a side armor. So strength 9 ordnance. We're looking at a penetrating hit, AP 2, 4 plus 1, that'd be 5. That is a weapon destroyed, so it destroys your combi bolter.
No.
Sorry, combi bolter.
Down to 2 hull points remaining.
We have a guy in here with a grenade launcher. He has to fire at the same squad because Stratego counts as firing as this squad. He's going to fire the kinetic shot, or the crack shot, which is strength 6. 3s and 2s. That's a wound.
3 up power armor save.
Oh! Just the artificer armor. Well, I might as well. We'll put a heavy flamer on the Artificer Armor guy and wound him on a 2 because it's strength 6.
As long as I don't roll a 1 thanks to the Artificer Armor, I'm okay. I'm okay.
That's good. And then the Combi Bolter hitting on 3s, twin linked, wounding on 4s. That's a wound.
Don't roll a 1, bud. Just don't roll a 1. Just don't roll it. Yes!
The veterans are going to use their Sniper Bolter rounds and fire at Dinette. 3s to hit. 4s to wound Sniper, so 6s will be AP2. No AP2, 4 wounds.
For 2-up armor saves,
Oh!
takes a wound.
It's down to 2. Then I'm going to fire my Mastercrafted Plasma Pistol on with the Centurion. 2s to hit. 2s to wound, AP2, so you've got your 4-up cover or 4-up invuln. Take your pick.
Iron Halo / cover. Yay.
Take a Magna Melta shot into the Sicaran. Scatter, we got a direct hit. 8 versus armor 12. That is nothing. Then we'll Machine Spirit the Sponson and put a Heavy Flamer into your 4 guys. 2s to wound.
Gross. 3-up power armor save. There's 4 wounds there, so I'm doing 3 at a time before I hit my Artificer Armor. Oh,
dies.
1 and
2 die. And 2 go down. We'll put another Heavy Flamer into the 2 of them. 2s to wound, and your Artificer Armor guy is the closest, so you can look at Sir, or he can just try to tank it.
I'm gonna have him try and take it. So 2-up.
Oh. Okay, you're good. You should have done them one at a time.
This is true. My bad.
And the Combi Bolter on 3s and 4s. 1 more wound.
I can feel it right now. This is gonna be the 1.
2 up. Oh, it's the 4.
Whew.
These 7 will Fury of the Legion into these 2, so I'll get 4 shots each, 28 shots. 3s to hit. 4s to wound.
2-up armor. Gotta roll them 1 at a time. So the first one. Next one.
Oh, he's
Ah!
dead. Now 3 up for the rest of them. And he dies. And they're gone.
No.
Last cannons, they have to fire at your Rhino because it's the closest vehicle. 4s, twin linked. 1 hit. Glance, we got a pen. No cover, so AP2 plus 1, so 3 it's shaken. Didn't have a weapon anyways, so didn't really do anything. Let's put a multi-laser into it. 4s, twin linked. Oh, that's a drop die. 3. Strength 6 against your armor 11, so 5s. We got a pen.
5 up because you're shooting through your own guys. No.
No, it's wrecked. Down it goes. This multi-laser and to your Artificer Armor dude. 4s, twin linked. 6 hits. 2s. Oh, only 4 wounds.
2-up armor save. Yes.
He's alive. I was trying to avoid having to roll this many dice, but now they will rapid fire into him. 4s. Ooh, that's the second time they've sucked horribly. So 5 hits instead of the expected 14-ish.
I count 6.
5s to wound. 1 wound. That's gonna do it.
2 up.
Oh, so close.
I'm so proud of you.
Last cannon to the Land Raider. 4s to hit, twin linked hits. 5s to glance. Ooh, we got a pen, no cover. AP2, so plus 1 and 5. That's a weapon destroyed. Weapons, so we'll do a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Our last cannon's 3 is Heavy Bolter on a D3. Heavy Bolter.
Using the Heavy Bolter and going down to 2 hull points.
This squad will fire its 30-inch range last rifles into this guy and kill him. 4s. Oh, come on, guys. 5s. 2 wounds.
Just don't roll a 1. Just don't roll a 1. Just.
Oh,
Yes!
come on, just die.
The hero of the day who just doesn't want to die. Quick morale check. 8. He's good.
End of my turn. Orbital bombardment took out most of these guys, and then a buttload of firepower just couldn't finish off that last lone dude.
He's my hero.
Rhino got taken out too. Combination of last cannons, multi-lasers, orbital bombardment, all sorts of goodness. Sicaran survived. Your Dinette guy survived a barrage of sniper fire. Your Land Raider took another hull point off from a last cannon. And overall, I'm still holding 3 of 5 objectives. And only because I decided to go after Dinette rather than just running back to this one, which would have given me more points. But the score right now is 4-1. You're not going to get any points at the beginning of your 4th turn.
No.
I don't think you're killing more than I'm killing you, so I doubt that you'll get the D3, which will give me D3 plus 1 because you're Alpha Legion. I could be wrong, but I think I've killed equal to, if not more, units.
You've killed a lot more units. I've lost.
'Cause you've lost.
The transports also count as units.
Yeah, so-
1, 2,
The unit here,
3.
3. The Terminators,
4.
your guy,
5. Yep. And I've
and
killed 2.
You killed the 2 big things.
Yep.
And yeah, you haven't finished off any complete squads. So I've got 5 to 2. So I'll get that D3 plus 1 for you being Alpha Legion. Because Alpha Legion get embarrassed when they lose more guys than their opponent. Because they're Space Marines. That shouldn't happen, especially against Solar Auxilia. But that Orbital Bombardment, whew, that was a sweet spot right there.
That hurt. That was a really good shot.
So, you want to continue?
I think at this point I'm going to have to concede. There's
There's really nothing interesting you can do.
that, and there's also nothing I can really do to even try to catch up to you in points. Like I only have 1 troop squad coming in.
You have a Phosphex bomb. It's a small blast, strength 5, AP2, lingering and crawling death. So you could kill a few of these guys, charge in, maybe take out that squad. He's only got 2 wounds left, but then he's open to
A lot of gunfire.
yeah. And this guy surviving that many getting that many 2 pluses, that was funny,
But
and
it's not gonna happen
not really statistical. And so, like seriously, any barrage will finish him off, like we saw with the other guy.
And the only thing that I have coming in next turn is another
Squad of tacticals.
Yeah, which is just going to feed you more points because no matter what side I come in on, you're just gonna.
Yeah, you go on that side.
I go on the side. You got your tarantulas. You've got your
rapiers.
Yep.
Quad lasers.
And those are
Volkites.
Yep.
Those
Those are going
guys
to
are
eat
good.
through armor 11, and then you have enough firepower to eat through all of my power armor.
And you wouldn't leave them inside the Rhino anyways. That would
No.
totally defeat the purpose.
Yep.
Or you can come in this side and the same thing. You got Flamer.
I don't think coming in on that side would even do anything for me because I would only be able to, if I didn't want to have to try and take a dangerous terrain, I'd have to come in here. And coming in here would basically mean I'd have to move through cover to get out. So there's a chance
Yeah.
I might not even get very far out of the Rhino to begin with.
Okay, so at this point you're going to concede. Well,
Yeah.
we'll save most of the discussion for the post-game show. But you want to concede?
Yes.
Good game.
Very good game.
So post-game show in the link below for our Vault members. So go ahead and click that. And for all you Vault members, go ahead and click the link below to watch Steve and my game of Iron Warriors versus Solar Auxilia. Steve is bringing 2,000 points with Porta Rabo and Terminators and Land Raider. These guys are back for another try at the Infernus. And thankfully for me, the rest of my army showed up in the mail between games, so I have a couple more Dracosan transports. I got some Flamers that I'm adding on, bringing the Lord Marshal this time, no more allies, and I even got some Ogrins. We're going to be playing on the new terrain that Greenleaf Terrain made for us. Some awesome hills and desert terrain. So you can stay tuned for that. Go ahead, click the link below. If you're not a Vault member, you can still click it. Get a free 7-day trial to the Mini Wargaming Vault. Get access to this battle report and all sorts of others, painted tutorials, and everything else. Click the link below. Thanks for watching. Happy Wargaming.